Salutation, darlings. Azorwing here, bringing you some more Genshin Impact. Last time, we and Mulani? I remember her name because it reminds me of Moana. But only because it starts with an M. M like Moana. Mulani. We went on a quest to find a mysterious island. Only to find that an island from a few hundred, if not thousand years ago, changes a little bit. Also, I'm one of these things. Surians. This time, though, I accidentally started the quest. I talked to these two little squeakers.
Good luck, and stay safe. We'll wait right here.
Oh. Okay. You can only talk to Hina. Anywho, basically, some baby Surians, which are, I'm pretty sure, the creature that I am. The baby Surians. Oh. From their tribe were scared and ran off. They were promised help. Help never came. We showed up and, well, hello. Ogi. The Mountain King. Oh. Someone's giving me girl vibes. But yes, they are just so adorable. Also, I don't know what the cutest baby I think is, but I know the coolest adult of these, like, creature things. I'm absolutely all for the Surians. You hi, I'm scared. But yeah, basically what those kids told us is that the little baby Surian's mom got hurt. They got freaked out by that. You know, Aja. Better not be doing anything, Aja. I'm not sure if it's possible. But I'll do my best to have this creature eat you. And I pursue these are just... has a... Anywho.
Wait, but what's that other...
How?
Well, if it isn't the gruesome twosome who wormed their way into our servant circle of friends. Still awestruck from the last time we met? Would that be why you hastily scrambled up here to pay your respects the moment you saw us? I suppose we can't blame you. Such is the spell that our majesty casts on our minions. Very well. You heathens leave us no choice. The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula shall grant you the audience that you seek. Come, pucker up. You may now kiss our feet.
For the record, I hate this little discount Pascal.
Wait, aren't you like Kenichi's sidekick? What the heck are you going on about? You're somehow managing to be even more annoying than the last time we met. Silence! Who are you calling sidekick? We are the Dragon Supreme, sovereign ruler of the Nation of Flame. We shall have you know that last time, were it not for Kenichi's earnest pleading on your behalf, you would have received not a single word of mercy. Oh, come on. You talk big, but Kenichi clearly has you under lock and key.
I have no interest in playing along with him. So, Munchkin, what you doing up here?
That's great, Sovereign! sovereign to you. You dare invite the wrath of the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula. You will burn in Turnfire for 1,000 years for your blasphemy. If you must know, our humble servant begged us to investigate an abyss incident near Huitztlan, and we chose to grant his request. Abyss incident? See this little lizard? Its mother, a medium-sized lizard, came under the influence of abyssal power. In her confusion, she attacked my servant's tribe, then assailed her own offspring. Yikes. So how is she doing now? She was but a lowly bug fighting against the power of the abyss. Naturally, she has departed for the Night Kingdom.
Wow, you're an awful thing.
Such a fragile creature. Apparently, she ended her struggle by leaping from a cliff. Leaping from a cliff? My dear anemic flying ant, as addled with questions as your head may be, please keep them to yourself and wipe that absurd expression off your face. We are the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula, not a wish-granting fountain.
You know, for as annoying as Paimon is, she's not this little lizard.
Anemic flying ant! You! Just you wait. Two can play at the ugly nickname game. We sense a faint abyssal energy. An evil sorcerer must be lurking nearby, but they are well hidden. If you encounter any suspicious outlanders, be sure to give them a robust interrogation. Suspicious outlanders? Wait, are you mocking us? Ha! How dare you cast aspersions on your ruler, heathen! You're just lucky that our servant has such vile taste in friends! Otherwise, we would beat you black and blue, and then purple, then black again! If you're not here to kiss my feet, then get out of my sight. Do not impede the work of the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula. The potty mouth on that guy! Paimon is furious! Still, good to know about the abyss threat, huh? Wasn't expecting that. Let's not get sidetracked.
Goodness. I do wish that these fellers could run up a wall a little bit better. Hey, squeakers.
Wow, you're back already? That was so fast.
Sounds so sarcastic.
I'm so glad that the babies are all right. Thank you both so much. Now we can finally go home and stop worrying about them. You're welcome. Pizza cake! You're not from Natlan, right? Because your clothes look different than ours. Hey, you must be tired after all that climbing. You should come take a rest at my house.
Yeah, please come. I promise you'll get a big Scions of the Canopy welcome. We love having guests, and you're really nice people. Not like Glasses Guy.
By the sound of it, Glasses Guy wasn't from Natlan either, right? Uh-huh. Well, his clothes sure weren't. You know what? Now that I think about it, there was something really fishy about him. Really? Maybe he was the suspicious outlander that Ahau mentioned.
Could you tell us a little bit more about him?
Sure, if you're interested. Oh, let me think. How did the conversation go again? Oh, please, mister. I've told you so many stories already. When are you gonna help me find the baby Saurians?
Just one more story. One more, I swear. Why don't you tell me more about that ball of fire? I heard that there was a huge transparent ball of fire that used to burn 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago, maybe even further back than that.
Oh, you mean Turnfire. That's where the ancient name Mollypo comes from.
Oh, wow. So it was the origin of an ancient name. That's impressive.
This guy deserves to be eaten off a cliff. Why was he talking to children?
Uh-huh. There's a story behind every ancient name. The legend goes that the Turnfire first appeared in the era of the Grand Alliance. It was used by the tyrant Huitztlan to rule over Natlan and oppress anyone who opposed him. Turnfire is different from normal fire. If you get set on fire with it, you'll feel horrible burning pain from behind you, but you won't die from it right away. And whatever you do, you mustn't turn back to look at it.
Why? What happens if you turn back?
As soon as you turn around, poof! You get burned to a crisp.
Well, good golly gee. I mean, it's one thing to singe someone's clothes, but burning people alive? That is a big no-no in my book.
Right? How nasty is it to burn someone from behind and not even let them turn around to look? Huitztlan really was an evil tyrant.
Yes, shocking behavior. Now, let me guess. Eventually, a valiant hero came to save the day? That's usually how these stories go.
Good guess, Uncle Glasses. Seems like you really know your stuff. The hero was called Yupanqui. He's the ancestor of our tribe.
Yupanqui was friends with Huitztlan the tyrant, and also Yupanqui, the first Pyro Archon. He was working as an ordnance officer for the Grand Alliance at the time. He didn't like how Huitztlan was such a cruel tyrant, so he stole the Turnfire and threw it at the Huitztlan's army. The soldiers couldn't defend against it, and they all got turned to ash. And that's how our ancestors set our people free. But just as he was about to leave the city, he thought he heard Huitztlan calling out to him from behind. It caught him off guard, and he turned around to look.
But Huitztlan wasn't there. All he saw was a city burned black, an army in ruins, and giant flames reaching up into the sky.
A split second later, the flames he saw burst out from inside his eyes and swallowed him up.
All it took was a single glance. As soon as he looked back, he was burned to a crisp.
Yes, dramatic things,
The
children.
question is, was this the price he paid for stealing the Turnfire, or the price of turning back?
Nobody knows the answer. But the fire that consumed Yupanqui burned more fiercely than any other. It burned for 100 days until it burned a hole right through the ley lines. And then, the flame dropped into the deathly dark Night Kingdom, where it still burns to this day.
The grown-ups say that it lights up the path that leads to the next life. But for the dead to be reborn, they have to accept the flames and be purified by the fire first. It's like a final look back at your life, where you have to answer for everything you did. Anyway, that's the story of Yupanqui's Turnfire.
Ah, a fine parable indeed. So, is it true? Is it really possible to find this fire in the Night Kingdom?
I don't know. I think it's just a story.
Either way, I assume this name has been passed down in your tribe ever since?
Sure has. It went to Burkina, the hero that we celebrate on Turnfire Night. But that was 500 years ago.
Yeah, and now it belongs to Kinich. So we often call him Malipo Kinich.
Kinich, huh?
All right, Uncle Glasses, that's enough stories. Now, can you please go find the baby saurians for us like you promised?
I would, but doesn't the legend of the Turnfire teach us not to look back? Let's not go dredging up the past.
Stupid cat. I almost broke something.
Tell me more about this Kinich guy. One more story, I swear. Starting now. No? Careful, Toba. You look dangerously close to cursing me out right now. Tut tut. We can't have that. Cursing is for grown-ups only.
I hope he catches on fire.
Uncle, you'd better not be trying to trick us, or the Turnfire will get you when you die.
How would it get me if I'm outside of Natlan? Uncle Glasses isn't from here, you know. Unlike you.
Huh?
Wait, is that?
And then that's when he sees us.
All right, kiddos. I'm a man of my word. 2 of my friends are on their way here, and, yeah, they'll help you out on my behalf. Work them like dogs, okay? That's what they're here for. Don't go easy on them just for my sake.
Really? Well, first, can you tell us your name?
We met at the foot of this cliff, so beneath the peaks, let's go with Sanka.
Seriously?
If you don't believe me, turn around and see for yourselves. They're right behind you.
Huh? Where? Oh, wait! Uncle Sanka, where did you go? Yeah, definitely a fishy character. It sounds like he was digging for info about the ancient names.
I love these tiny little things.
Yeah, and not only that, but he betrayed us too. He'll pay for this.
All he got out of us was some stories, though. What's the worst that could happen? Traveler, maybe we should go tell Kanich about this. Ahau says he's investigating it, but he's a bit of a loose cannon. We probably shouldn't take him at his word. Huh? You know Kanich? Not very well, but we have met him before, and one time we had a meal together.
And he also said he wanted to show us his tribe.
Oh man, I'm so jealous. I never even spoken to him. He's so cool. He's the Saurian hunter, and he has a really awesome ancient name.
Me neither. I don't think my dad really likes him, though. He always tells me to stay away from him. Probably because of that little creep he always hangs out with. He's nasty, and he's so full of himself. Oh, the creep who calls himself Kahul Ahau? Yeah, we've had the pleasure of meeting him too. He sure loves pushing people's buttons. Exactly. I don't know why Kanich partnered up with him. Why didn't he pick me instead?
Child.
Uh-oh. Huni, look how late it is. We've been out way too long. We better get home now or we'll get yelled at.
They're shaking like they're cold.
Oh, yikes. You're right. Okay, well, this path here leads to our settlement. If you decide to visit, remember to come to my house. If there's anything you need, my dad can help get it for you. Hope to see you soon.
We gotta run. Bye for now.
I like how they're just like, what are you doing here? It always looks so suspicious. Really? Aww. There's one right below us. Interesting cave. This fella is totally blocking entrance and won't move at all. Arr? Yeah, what's wrong? No. Ah, Paimon didn't understand at all. Helio, can you tell us what this human scar is trying to say? Hmm? Looks like that didn't work. Even if they could understand each other, it's not like we could talk to Helio either. We had to wait to understand what's being said. Maybe we could give it one at once and make it move out of the way. That is a very precious chest. Want to eat? Flat stomach, stomach so hot. Want to eat. What are you mumbling about just now? Grumble. Hey, could be here. Nice all by itself, no master in sight. Probably isn't even able to find its own food. Come on, let's try to help us find some food. The treasure be all. What should we feed it though? It's looking at its color, it's kind of like it should eat leaves and grass, that kind of thing. I'm gonna try picky. Hungry bellies tend not to be picky. Grumbling. Alright. I'm pretty sure they eat various fruits. What did it? Tomato? One of those like trick questions. Yeah, because like I would normally say something Sumeru, but like, where is something from? Oh my gosh, Sumeru! I would say something from that land, but where is something from that land? Eat. Yeah, she looks good. Definitely like it. Ow. And so downs the food in front of it in a flash. You almost didn't even imagine to see just how the feat was accomplished. It vanished. Paimon, you've got competition. Hey, what are you trying to say? Paimon's a true gourmet. She's very particular about food. And just shout it down like that. You'd really enjoy your food if you just vacuum it up. So maybe the poor thing was just starving. I'll give it another serving. Let's feed the other cereal bowl first, then we'll fix you up something delicious. It eats everything you lay out in a single bowl. You blink as though the same seems to unfold twice. At least fill your tummy. Hey, wait a sec. He's just sitting down again. His 2 servings not enough. Just gonna sleep right in front of cave eating. Doesn't seem remotely interested in getting out of the way either. We do is Paimon doesn't get the sky even if you want to take a nap after eating. At least don't block the way. I don't think I'd ever agreed to get out of the way, though. God, and it ate so much of our food. Even Helio can't stand it much. Come on, we gotta try to wake it up. Such a strange little thing. I'm vaguely reminded of the unusual hilly troll. It's like unreasonably soundly. Guess it's live out type of being greedy guts. They can eat meaty food. It doesn't seem like you will wake it up. Wake up? So annoying. You think it's just pretending to be asleep? It does seem to actually be asleep and sleep talking though. Where's the nonsense? This is the talk you say. Intentional blocking just to get food, cheating people out of the group. Ugh. Line and sinker. But if that's how things are, then we don't have to play nice. The old temporal and take the lower and can't be expected to play fair either. Alright. Well done. Let's see what's going. Nothing I'll just note. As of writing this note, I've already been laid low by serious illness. Oh. Oh. As of writing this note, I have already been laid low by serious illness. Alas, why up above, this too is my punishment. To accumulate wealth, I took advantage of all the information I had access to as a courier and cheated many people. In the end, after the incident happened, I lost my job as a courier, and all the more I swindled became restitution. And I even became gravely ill. Not me. All I can say is that this punishment is agony, but even so, I still have things I can't get off my mind. And that is the Yugosaur, who never left my side. My companion. Alas, I did not have long to live. I stole this chest. It is regrettable, but I had no choice. All I could do was have it guard this empty chest. I hope that, should the chest grab the attention of a kind passerby, they might feed my companion something. Help it live on. That's enough. I know you must feel cheated right now. You must even be furious. You can insult me however you like, because I really am a despicable bastard. A rat skulking in the shadows of the sewers. Scum that isn't fit for the tribe. But do not tear up this note, and do not move this chest, I beg you. Either way, if you're willing, you can leave something in the chest so that the next person to open it won't feel cheated. Both I and my Surian will be most grateful to you. Attack the master, so we weren't tricked by Sumerian, but by its master. So the YouTube master doesn't to be abandoned by their friends. Hey, don't even joke about things like that. Besides, the Sumerian is innocent about all this, and it's just waiting here for its master return, which is why it refuses to move. Anyway, it's a lot like we can just stay here, let it stay here tricking people out of their food. Let's go find the chief of the Seans at the canopy and tell him about this. Why don't you sing in the canopy and bring him over? Yeah, I had a hunch about this when you came looking for me. Who'd have thought it was that scoundrel? Who'd that scoundrel left behind the street show? That scoundrel? He was the one who did wrong, then fear of punishment left the tribe of his own accord. I see no good in divulging the offender's name. Perhaps he himself was well aware that what he did was no good. See, he didn't even leave his name at the end of this letter. The historian chose to join him? No, we cannot say that chose to so. Saurians are simple creatures that cannot easily distinguish right from wrong. Most of the time, they simply follow their emotions and trust their companions. As I suspected, at the core, he hasn't changed. Whatever small wits he has had, he employs towards devising tricks to deceive others, even his own Saurian. We'll send people to feed this Yugosaur on a regular basis. It is a child of the tribe, after all. For the scoundrel, it's a tragic ending indeed, but I refuse to sympathize with him. People should be held responsible for their actions. Do you hear that? True words. Good fun, yes. When he's back, we eat together. When will he come back? No, navigate. I'm just teleporting. There is a local sewer and it's fun, but I like running. Hello?
Honey, what were you thinking, going out by yourself? Don't you know how dangerous it is?
It's okay. Toba helped me. And we met some kind strangers who helped us. And
Kind strangers? What made you so sure they were so kind, huh? Oh, I suppose they had kind stranger written on their foreheads?
Alright, Dad space.
yeah, actually, they did. In big, bold letters.
Alright, kid's got some flashback.
Don't talk back to me. The Mountain King problem still hasn't been solved. What would I do if I lost you too? No dinner for you tonight.
Oof.
They were good people, Dad. Dinner or no dinner. Hello again, Honey. It's Miss Paimon and Miss Traveler. Dad, it's them. They're the ones who helped me. And I promised we'd take care of them if they came to visit.
Oh, so you're the kind strangers. Well, I'm Trinidad. Apparently, you helped my daughter today, so if there's anything you need, just ask. As an elder of the Scions of the Canopy, I've got some influence around here. Now, I trust that you're sensible people who know better than to take advantage of their host's generosity.
Of course, oh yes, with 1 million more. No. We just happened to be passing by, and so we lent her a hand. It was nothing.
Yep, just helping a neighbor. We're not looking for anything in return.
Oh? Well, let's hope so.
Dad, please! They're not bad people. They've eaten at the same table with Kanich before. Be nice to them.
Kanich? Wait! I heard that 2 mysterious travelers from afar showed up at the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. Are they you?
Yes, I'm one of them.
And Paimon's the other.
I do apologize. A lot's been going on in our tribe lately, and I suppose the pressure must be getting to me. I can't believe I was so rude to you. I feel ashamed. We got off on the wrong foot. Can we, start over?
Dude, no needs backpedal. You're just worried for your daughter.
Oh, now we're talking. Seriously, though, don't worry about it. Already forgotten. We're just happy to see Huni got home safe and sound.
Oh, you just arrived, I take it, and it would be my honor to give you a hero's welcome tonight.
Careful now. That's quite an about face. We've heard that kind of thing can lead to spontaneous combustion around these parts.
Save the VIP treatment. If you need a favor, let's talk.
My dear traveler, you are very perceptive indeed. Go inside now, Huni. Dad's got some important business to discuss.
Okay. Look after Miss Traveler and Miss Paimon. They're very special guests. Well, we'll hear you out, but we can't make any promises that we'll be able to help.
Well, this is a matter of utmost importance. Please, allow me to explain. For many years, our tribe has celebrated the Turnfire Night. It is a traditional ceremony among the Scions of the Canopy in which we remember our ancestor, Burkina, and his companion, Kangamato, the Mountain King. Burkina was a hero who bore the ancient name Malipo, and Kangamato was a powerful Yumkasor warrior. Together, they fought against the Abyss.
This big chonker? This big chonker.
They were victorious, but it came at a great cost. Burkina paid with his life. The Mountain King survived, but was contaminated by the Abyss, and he remains in hibernation to this day. Normally, Yumkasors never live longer than a century. It is possible that the abyssal power is responsible for his unnaturally long lifespan.
Yeah. Wait, so he's still alive?
Oh, that's right. The Mountain King is a living symbol of our glory, but even this glory comes at a price. The abyssal power inside him is highly sensitive, and when it is disturbed, he awakens and flies into a blind rage, attacking anything that moves. So, besides the ceremony, another important part of Turnfire Night each year is cleansing the abyssal power inside the Mountain King so that he will remain sound asleep. However, abyss-related incidents have been on the rise in that land lately, as I'm sure you're both aware. As a result, it has become increasingly difficult to keep the Mountain King in hibernation. Only 5 months have passed since the last Turnfire Night, and he's already showing signs of instability.
Has he woken up again?
He has. We managed to contain the situation by performing a makeshift ceremony right away, but it was a close call. He could reawaken at any moment. Also, he attacked and wounded my companion, Nana, during the ceremony. She became contaminated by the abyss as a result, and...
We heard. Such a tragedy. We're really sorry for your loss.
Yes, and Nana wasn't the first. Anyway, right now we're preparing for an exceptional Turnfire Night ceremony, and we need to find a suitable flame bearer. From what I've heard about your adventures, I believe you would be perfect for the role.
But don't you already have a flame bearer in the tribe?
Of course. Plus, he's a bona fide hero who inherited the Malipo name.
Oh, you mean Kanich?
Yes, he's the one. A hero, worth his weight in gold. And unfortunately for us, he's all too aware of that. No prizes for guessing what he said when I asked him to host a Turnfire Night outside of the annual schedule. An exceptional ceremony? Oh, I'll have to charge an exceptional price. I swear, no other concept exists in that boy's brain.
At least he's predictable. Fork over the more and he's all yours.
I'm not the one to usually talk about people behind their backs, but I'm convinced the Wyub got hit on the head and took a wrong turn the day it chose to give that ancient name to him. I mean, have you ever heard of a hero whose mantra is, "What's your asking price?" Oh, and don't get me started on that insufferable Ahau he hangs around with. Thinks he's God's gift to mankind. Pompous fool.
Yeah, Paimon has to agree on that last part.
Anyway, the fact is, the ceremony can just as easily be done without him as long as we can find someone else. And besides, you two seem like much better candidates. So, what do you think?
Just tell me what I need to. And I try to talk some. I'm not gonna go with it for me. I'm torn between. Why don't I try to talk some sense into Kanich and just tell me what I need to do next? See, any, meeny, miny, mo. Catch like a breath though. If you always make a babe, you don't have every name. I'm the very best one, and you are it.
Wonderful! I can't thank you enough. Huni was right about you. You have kindness in your hearts.
Aww.
Come with me to the other side of the mountain. I'll bring you up to speed on each step of the ceremony. As experienced warriors, I'm sure you'll pick it up in no time.
You know what? Nonsense. We'll get involved in some nonsense today.
Achoo! Curses! Who dares insult the great Kahula behind his back?
At least he knows he's being insulted.
Oh, great Kahul Ahau, bless you.
Shut your filthy mouth, worm of the abyss! Your putrid words defile the air we breathe. You make the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula sick to the stomach!
Speaking as a member of the Abyss Order, that's music to my ears. Exactly the kind of reaction we're going for. But on a personal level, I gotta say, it's pretty hurtful.
Ugh, never have we heard such brazen blustering from someone who is inches from death! Up yours, Four Eyes! We spit in your face!
Okay, Well, that I am at a loss to explain. How do I manage to stay so chirpy and cheerful? I can only guess it's some kind of powerful magic. But I digress. Mr. Kinich, I admit it, you, sir, are a legendary hunter. Still, the only reason you caught me is that I was reluctant to run away. You see, I'm very interested in the lore of your tribe.
Okay.
Is that it? Kay? Aren't you intrigued to know what it is about you guys that prompted a visit from the abyss? It's the extreme sports! The other day, I narrowly avoided getting hit by a very brave soul who just leaped off a cliff. I think you call it bungee jumping? Anyway, I was very impressed. That is what I call embracing the spirit of adventure. Look, I even did a painting inspired by the bravery and freedom of the scions of the canopy.
You scum-sucking swine! I swear, if you go bungee jumping, it'll be without a rope! Head first off the tallest cliff, with a band of hunters on your tail, and nowhere left to run, and a bottomless cesspit waiting for you on the ground.
You say that, but I get the sense that Mr. Kinich isn't planning to take my life right now. On top of that, I'm tired of spying on you from afar. So why don't we just negotiate a comfortable operating distance that works for both of us?
I hate this guy.
I've heard that the most important thing in human relationships is to respect each other's boundaries. What do you say, Mr. Kinich?
Or you could tell me what it is you're really after.
What?
And then I'll name my price.
Oh my gosh. That's a cough and a half. Also, Borderland? Like, we were barely in Northland, Midland, Borderland now? Okay. North, Mid, Sure. Also, I have like 4 million more. Or not, you can swear they don't seem like they're in the mood to talk. It's a good thing they can't talk even if they were in the mood. I can ascend her. And as for you, I just need to fight the thing tomorrow. With the level 60.
It's my...
45. Also, that's a big jump from 30. 15. Okay, now it's a 15 jump. And they basically always give us just enough. So then 10, 20, 30. Then it goes by 15 for the last two, so I suppose not the worst.
The abyss contamination is back. No surprises there. No doubt that explains the Mountain King's recent activity. See those torches over there? Those are the Sacred Flame offshoots that we requested from the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. They contain the power of the Pyro Archon.
Are you saying that the Sacred Flame and the Turnfire are the same thing?
Well, for ceremonial purposes, at least. Sending someone to the Night Kingdom to retrieve the legendary Turnfire isn't exactly an option. More to the point, though, the sacred flame is able to burn away abyssal filth, so that's why we use it in the ceremony.
Gotcha. So basically, we just need to clean up the filth with the sacred flame.
Well, that's one part of it, yes, but the complete ceremony is a bit more complicated than that. First, the flame bearer must collect a kindling of the sacred flame from the starting point, then use a grappling hook to fly up into the sky and light each of the sacred flame pillars. Then, they must go down into the canyon, all the way into the cave where the Mountain King slumbers, lighting braziers and the final altar along the way. The most skilled flame bearers can accomplish all of this without touching the ground once. As much as I hate to admit it, Kanich is capable of this.
Wow! He can do all that flying without ever falling to the ground?
So can you, Paimon.
Well, of course Paimon can. It'd be much harder for you guys.
Well, don't worry. It's not a requirement of the ceremony. You're allowed to touch the ground. The only thing you're not allowed to do is turn back. The flame bearer must always keep moving forward. You can't skip a pillar, then come back to it after lighting the next one. To do so would be to disrespect our ancestors.
So, what actually happens if you do turn back? Surely the fires don't just go out.
If you're not careful, you might get burned.
What about today then? Does the same rule apply?
Oh no, don't worry. Today is just a practice. The order doesn't matter. You just need to take the sacred flame, cleanse the filth, then go light all the braziers. Are you ready?
Let's begin.
I'll repeat all the key points again. Gather the kindling, cleanse the filth, and light all the braziers. I'll wait for you at the end.
Smaller flames. Yeah, the sacred flame contains different. In particular, the sacred flame, you can approach an unlit blazer and ignite it.
Alright, let's use this kindling to complete our mission. There's abyssal filth over there. Let's burn it away with the sacred flame.
I'm sorry, why did I explode? That should be all the braziers. Let's regroup with Trinidad. I'm curious. Again, do they realize that we transform into creatures? Or is Or not.
I knew I was right about you. You have outperformed all of the other previous candidates. If there was an ancient name for outstanding flame bearers, I'm sure the Wyab would consider you for the honor.
Paimon could probably get the job done too.
Yeah, although it would probably take Paimon quite a bit longer.
All right, now there's still a few days left until the ceremony, and I should probably get back so I can inform the chief and the other elders that I have found the flame bearer we need.
Oh, you mean they've still got to sign off on it?
Some of them are still hoping we can come to an agreement with Kanich, but that's only because they haven't seen you in action. Still, I'm the one responsible for securing a flame bearer, and my recommendation is you.
Oh, we certainly appreciate it.
Just for Paimon's own peace of mind, are you sure it's not going to be a problem having Outlanders take on such an important role in your ceremony?
Yes, thank you, Paimon, for asking.
See that place over there? There was a time, long before the age of Burkina and the Mountain King, when we, Scions of the Canopy, called that our home. After a period of upheaval, our ancestors were forced to move away. Now, it has become a place where our youths go to develop courage and kindle a spirit of adventure. If we fail to keep the threat posed by the Mountain King at bay, it might not be long before we have to move again and find a new home. So, to answer your question, I think everyone will agree that you are the right choice.
That was such a non-answer.
Fair enough. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Ah,
I'll need you to drop by my place at some point before the ceremony, if that's all right. There are still a few final details that we need to discuss.
Okay, see you later then.
yeah, no problem.
You have my gratitude.
We've helped out with a lot of other local festivals before, but this one feels a little different. Anyway, let's take a break before heading back to Trinidad's place.
I'm like, does he think that we're trying to replace him? This is like the perfect area to find these stupid flowers. And it's so sad because the answer is there's 4 of them. Okay, so they are different. One's a red, one's a blue, one flies faster than the other 2. There we go. Oh, for the love of... $10 hours, 23 minutes. You've got to be kidding me. Really? If I had noticed. I also love that they just sit on their tail. You have not reached certain endings, you don't say. Coming soon. If I had known, I would have saved it. From dusk to dawn. Hmm. No idea where from dusk till dawn is. Dramatic thing. Ah, I see. 1 chocolate and 1 iced equals 2 lava cakes. Well, since we've got some time, let's check out. You got to Oh, right. Try your look at the excavation site. Right. Basically, I talked to her and she's like, oh, yeah. You can dig around in the ground and you'll totally find things of value and stuff. Yeah, since I'm not doing any story questing. 10 hours. Like I'm gonna be waffling around here for 10 hours. As much as I would love to, I do not have that much time. Come on, you precious little... Oh my god, look at him. Baby. Haven't found anything at all. Come on, and also please get away from the cage. Aw, baby. You can do it. Come on. Look at you, Helio. Oh, that's why there's these. Okay. Oh my god.
Hey, watch this! Too late for regrets. Ha! Everyone hold hands. Ha! I see everything. The night is cold. Lauren, hi! Hey! Magic lamp! Stars, shine for me. Dare to mess with me? Shazam! Yeah! Huh. Lauren, hi! Cold, mine to command. Gears of the storm. Too late for regrets. I see everything. Watch this! Not now. Huh. Lauren, hi!
Arr. This little ball looks kind of like a component or something. You like it? We didn't dig it up since we did find it here. Might be something really valuable. Let's ask when we leave. Okay, so for people who aren't good with the... Again, the explosion is stored in the tail. How did it go? Hey, Leo found this. Rawr! Let me have a look. Not the most uncommon item, but still a rare find. It's very well preserved, with clearly visible phyllocene flow patterns. Yes, would you be willing to part with it if I gave you 10,000 more? Ooh, did we really find a price? Let's see if we can look. Just knew healing was awesome and bring us good luck. No, this isn't nearly as pricey as I think it auction. So they peel it, they collect around 5,000 more at most. I was not falling for that trick. If it's only worth 5,000, why are you willing to pay 10,000 for it? It's because the unique patterns on it. Quite taken with them. That may not be that valuable in the eyes of others. I'm willing to pay a bit extra for it. You may call me eccentric, but you can also say it's just the nature of a collector. Should we trade for 10,000? You don't seem to be too happy about it, Helium. Do you want to keep it for yourself? Well, you were the one who found it. Since Helio doesn't want to sell it, then we'll just have to keep it. Looks like you value Helio far more than Mora. Naturally, he's our companion after all. But if we find something similar in the future... Thank you, but a collector's passion is as fickle as the tides. It rises suddenly as it might retreat. Perhaps I'll find myself obsessing over something else in the future. But I can't yet say what my new interest will be. You agreeing with her, Helio? Oh, Paimon gets it. It must be the mutual respect and understanding shared by collectors. It's my honor to have been acknowledged by such a brilliant young Dephiosaurus. Still, even if we can't do business, it doesn't mean we can't be friends. Feel free to come find me if you ever want to talk about collecting. I won't keep you any longer then. Good luck. Actually, she's pretty mellow. Only mildly suspicious. Guard over things. I don't have to answer questions like that, you know. I. One day, Netland. Alright, that strange crafting bench. Ah, R&R things. Chilly con cloudy. Anyway. Monster. Right. Oh, joy. We can enjoy for joy. People spend pan bending supports as redstones. You still have to trade for it, but for using stones. Anything, something easy to understand, right? It does. That works. It works like that too. Good news. I mean, you can feel like that's all we can do. Bad news is, of course, I'm absolutely elusive. Like I'm scanning jumps and making joy. Bad news? No haggling. Look for a jeweler's shop. Okay. Not red exclamation. Meet me again. Whatever, friendly. Everything been going well? If you need you to try, you'll always be welcome here. Yeah, that's true too. It's always fun to go swim with people's rings or to go for how to powerful they're going. Something like this. Actually, I really like making friends with outsiders, you know? A lot we can learn from one another. I'm like watching from a distance, and one of the people watching the dance is just like losing his mind. This here, pretty different from the one we have in Leeway. Oh, and the bishops too. Oh, they don't call them bishops here, do they? Gems, you say? Yeah, the rocks here are pretty special, aren't they? And that one's also the tribe super gung-ho about mining, so I came all the way to check it out. I figured I could bring some cells back, turn them over to Leeway jewelers, see if they can be turned into some kind of new product. Those here are formed from different processes from the Leeway to simple. All the net ones are associated with a substance called solid phylogem. Apparently, only people here know how to move phylogem, but they all loathe to travel abroad. Not sure if these samples will be any good by the time I get back to Leeway. I'll give this some more thought. What? You say that again?
She's not back yet. Oh, I hope nothing bad happened to Master Cheffin. Hey, that little kid is crying. Wonder what happened. Let's go check
Sure. Hello, something the matter?
Master Chevin, she went to gather volcanic crystals, but she's still not back yet. I told the guards, but they said they don't have people to spare. Plus, that area's super dangerous, with tons of monsters and bad guys.
I hate to say this, but this is the exact same child that was in green.
They have to finish making preparations before they can try to rescue her. But it'll be too late by then.
No worries, little one. We'll look for her.
So, you'll help? Great! I'll just make a quick sketch to show you where the guards went earlier. They said Master Chevin might have stopped around here. She might have been forced to go near the Umbral Needle. If that's the case, then... Please, you have to save her!
Nope. Nope. Faster. Strength and strongest. Focus my space and spelling. And try power. Yada. Really. Surely it's earned one for itself. Let's name it the strongest sword. Not bad. And concise name it. Filled with ambition. That's a good principle. Okay. Okay, so
According to the map, we should be getting close. Let's search the area.
Get away from me!
Look, over there! That Master Chevin?
weird. I could have sworn I just saw you.
My guiding star.
Oh well, it couldn't possibly be the same person in the slightest. Clearly, somebody entirely different.
Wasn't done. Where did you come from? So strong! Let's get out of here, boys! Run! Leave the stuff if you want to live. Drop all of
Drop all of it.
Well, they didn't put up much of a fight.
Guess they knew that they were up against. Our reputation has its perks.
Thank you so much. I thought I wasn't gonna make it down this mountain alive. Saved by the traveler. Guess my luck's not too bad today. Sorry. Let me introduce myself. I'm Chevin, a gem artisan. I'm not usually this lucky, but maybe things are looking up.
It makes sense us to help.
She did, huh? I didn't mean to make her worry. I wasn't planning to be gone longer than 2 days, tops. But then, I discovered a new seam of volcanic crystal near the Umbral Needle. It's a large deposit and the purity is exceptional. I dug up a whole bunch of it and was getting ready to head back. But the phlogiston within the crystals attracted monsters. I panicked and ran up a narrow path to avoid them. But by the time I was in the clear, I ended up running into those bandits. You showed up in the nick of time.
If the situation was so dangerous, why didn't you just drop the crystals and run?
I left most of them behind, believe me. I only kept the purest chunk. I have to bring it back no matter what. For Tlasoli and poor little Nechka.
Who are they?
Right, you wouldn't know. Tlasoli is a former ancient name artisan, and Nechka is her daughter.
So she crafts ancient names?
That's right. Or, well, she used to. Now she just handles regular forging commissions.
Why'd she stop?
Because of her daughter. Poor Nechka contracted an awful illness, and Tlasoli put everything aside to take care of her. Even as Nechka's illness grew worse, Tlasoli never gave up. Like a torch in the night, she was determined to burn bright, even as darkness encroached from all directions. Still, all's well that ends well, thanks to the doctor's medicine and the Great Spirit's protection. Nechka's flame was rekindled.
Awesome.
Her condition has been slowly improving ever since. She's still weak, of course, and has to recuperate at home. But she's well enough to write letters already. She often writes to Shilonen, apparently. Her dream is to become an ancient names forger, just like her mother. Her birthday's in a few days, so Tlasoli asked me to find a pure volcanic crystal to give her as a present.
No wonder you wouldn't leave the crystal behind.
Yeah, talk about an important chunk of ore. What a nice gift. Paimon hopes it helps her feel better.
I'm sure she and her mother appreciate your well wishes. All right, let's head back. I'm sure Imish is worried sick. Actually, why don't you come with me to visit Tlasoli tomorrow? It's all thanks to you that I managed to bring back the crystal. You deserve a reward for helping us protect something so significant.
Just hope it makes Ninja happy.
That's right. A good mood makes for a quick recovery. And of course, we wouldn't say no to a little gift.
Also, pipe on side look.
Don't worry, something tells me you'll like this one. But I'll let Tlasoli tell you what it is herself.
Come on! Show me your courage!
The Temple of Wisdom. Here's the goods. The night is cold. Dare to mess with me? Everyone hold hands. Too late for regrets.
Out of the way or get blown away!
My guiding stars. Shazam! I see everything. Everyone hold hands. No more is fun. The night is cold. We'll see about that. Hey,
I'm good.
I wonder who this gift could be from.
Alright, so I already did this one. I just love that I can do that. Mission solved fast. You can go. Oh my goodness.
Watch this. Come on.
Oh, I remember now. I was like, I'll remember for sure. And then I proceed to not remember. I will say, if you're bad at fights, I mean, he's a... No! Yeah, it's faster just to kill normal.
Dare to mess with me? I see everything. You're more smart. We'll see about that. Huh. Everyone hold hands. Shazam!
Anywho, while exploring, I accidentally drove one of these spikes into the ground. There you go. The second lesser shadow pin. The seals around this pin have been damaged for more than the first. Near this inscription has been pushed outside the pillar. So that's what you call the shiny golden thing. You mentioned I think we've seen them before. That's right. It should have been something similar on the pin you pushed in the gunner. Basically, sometimes on the quest we have our little Helio. Well, I'm not sure what you guys call your little dragon feller. Your little child. Absolutely precious thing. Mine's Helio. Anywho, today's notice in the meeting behind the lights, only the golden engraving scanning across that line remain to mark the trail of the most ancient dragons. You know how to work it, but not how it works. You cannot decipher the meaning of the inscriptions. But the ways we use the gem are the same. So we do understand on that level. Let me try to explain. So these have those adaptable machines, yes, and while humans don't know the principles underlying the function, they can still make use of them. More or less what I'm talking about, despite the imperfect analogy. So much to say that we'll need this shiny iridescent inscription to put this pin back down, right? Correct. Think of the inscription as an eggshell that has been shattered by the expanding abyss. We'll need to find the broken shards to fix the shell. And then can the abyss be sealed away? That's a better analogy than the last. Think so too. Now she gets it. Which the golden nerves flew right over, just like before, but the inscription hasn't appeared beneath the pillar. Why is that? Okay, it's not. The inscription not only has the inscription shades out, but it's also become fragmented. This is bad. We need to find the scattered bits and fast. So where do you find them? I don't know either. Huh? They should be held down by some powers. The fight being scattered, so guesses are nearby. We just need to look around. Go, I'll do something important right now. We'll play with you later. You mean the inscription is over there? Oh wow, I heard that even now there are still humans who can sense the inscription's power, but I always thought it was hearsay. Could it be true? I suppose you really know we're going to suffer us, Leo. You can do that too. You got a way to go before you can be as good as Guy Pyron. See, Pyron's praising you. Well, that's true, but don't let it get to your head now. No, I can't catch all that. If only I was a little smarter. I'm sure I'll understand someday. Precisely. Those in the tribe responsible neurons can always say that it takes time to truly establish a rapport with them. Success is as follows. Communication. Just like reply. It will follow you and see if we can find any golden patterns. I always have a habit of immediately pushing buttons just because I can and not going, Mostly because I wanted to go this way. I don't have a gate and I can't go under. It's so rude. Oh.
Not now.
Hmm. Alright, kids. I'm gonna steal your parent. All you have to do is... And the water rose suddenly. Hmm. Release.
Everyone hold hands. Shazam! The night is cold. Dare to mess with me? Magic blast! Hey,
That's a pretty solid healer.
too late for regrets. Huh. Not now. I see everything. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, glad I saw this. I almost didn't even notice it.
Random shape. Hmm. Pretty sure the eggshell should be complete now. When's it ever that easy pie? Oh, yes, yes, now let's head down the ladder. Shadow pen. Yo. A dangerous place indeed. We did it! The two shadow pins have been plunged back into the earth. Nice work. Another round of applause couldn't hurt. I'll clap my hands so they fall off if I could. But I couldn't write another story, so forgive me for not doing so. I assure you that in my heart, in my heart, not but bones remain attached to my wrist. Rah. It's getting kind of creepy. Really? You know, the kids these days like they story with a dash of darkness. A little dash of darkness. Watching the Shadowkin buried back in the ground really takes the load off my soul. Long-standing tradition dictates now we only need to check on the third lesser Shadowpin and the greater Shadowpin, and we can call this job done. Abyss successfully busted, not to return for a good long time. This trip should be quite safe, so feel free to come along and chat with me. I'd like to know the heroes I'm inscribing into our tribe's stories better, you know? In that case, you gotta say something like this. The mighty Paimon was tall as a mountain. In that case, I'd like to be as large as too. You mean by that little guy you want to be as tall as 3 mountains? Helio, you two really are seeing prodigious appetites. Oh, no. Sure, in any case, my favorite first. Paimon is tall as a mountain, Zora with a stature of 2, and Helio, who has the bulk of 3. Would you kindly come with me, Taito, the poor little human-sized dwarf, to check on the last little Shadowpin? Okay. So. If you had eyes, you might have noticed something. We got a key. I mean, treasure's treasure. Wonderful. It's solid, almost as it was grown from the very soil. More robust than even the roots of the greatest mother tree that grows beneath the sickens of the canopy of mountain's cliffs. Now I can head back and take up my shift in peace. Of the three lesser shadow pins, the most reliable you remained. If I should ever pin a tale about the pins transforming into lovely tribeswomen, ye shall be the loveliest among them. Eh. Wow, so you're the most interested in the stone pillars all along. Shocking. Hey, now, that's ignorant speaking. Here in that line, we believe that pure spirit and intelligence should dwell within all things. For us, thinking taking on a human form is the most traditional thing. For example, the tale of a beech's tree shadow that transformed into a young woman and a young flower-feathered clan tribesman who fell from the sky, who fell from the sky. Or the story of a man who is human by day but would morph into a Sumerian under the moonlight at night. There are many ways such tales are told. They're all variations on that same thing I spoke of. Is that really true? Well, that is what a lot of stories say. That much I swear is one who tells tales. What storyteller that is. Wait, what about the Shadowpin story then? There's no real Shadow of the Volcano Lord, is there? And if the Shadow is the Abyss, then what is a pin really? Oh, you're a lot sharper than I thought, little Paimon. Let's see, where should I start with such a story? Long ago, the mountain range with the children of echoes at their home was not as it is today. It was more normal, more complete, more lovely. Everything changed when the Conria catastrophe struck. The Conria catastrophe. Indeed, that land's ley lines were always special, with somewhat delicate and were always somewhat special and somewhat delicate, and so this calamity brought utter devastation. They say that the Night Kingdom was severely damaged in that disaster, and the totem pole's lights were dimmed. The Wayab could not hear the tribe's cries, and upon the land a dark tide of disaster blazed towards the mountain ranges, brought upon by two Conrian soldiers. It was they who were the source of the troubles. Conrian soldiers? That's right. At the time, the tribe's leader had gone forth to the lone island in the west to resist the giant beast. Elder Torn had no choice but to contend with the abyss, and those two abject Conrians. Finally, the tribe's warriors and Sumerians, exhausting their spirits, flesh, and blood, found a way to use the iridescent inscription, fashioning giant stone nails out of solid phylogeny. And Elder Tori was the first to leap into the dark pit, crying, "If the abyss should ensnare death, then let us flip the script. With death and sacrifice, we shall ensnare the abyss." And the brave warriors followed him in, and after much sacrifice, the abyss was at last sealed beneath the earth. It's a true tale of the past. Even the children of echoes who excavate solid phylogeny and gems for a living know that the phylogeny around the stone nails must remain untouched. So that's the story. What happened that happened 5 centuries ago, and you made it sound like it was something you saw yourself. That's a storyteller's duty. I love my work, and amidst the tales I tell, I love the stories of these heroes the most. I'm not a nimble fellow, nor am I the best fighter. If anything, I'm the furthest thing from a hero. But when I tell their stories, I feel like I'm right there, traveling and venturing and fighting alongside them. I feel them smile upon me, egging me on, as if standing in the shadows of the bonfires, listening to me as they would a friend bragging of their exploits. And perhaps that is how I fight alongside them, by ensuring that their stories will be passed down and remembered from generation to generation. Wait a second. So what does the Elder story have to do with the Volcano Lord, and why do the Shadow Pins have that name? Haha, still thinking about that, Paimon. It's simple. It's just a little play on words, commonly done in many stories. It's called a shadow pin because it pins shadows. Easy, right? Yeah. Oh, wow. The two of you made the same noise. That's not where Paimon thought this was going. What's going on? You're shaking up and down. Is it right? It's the ground that's shaking by him. Wait. I blamed. It's this awful troop. Come on, my joke wasn't that disastrous. It's the big shadow pin. That's where the tremors are coming from. Something's wrong. Come on, we need to get back there. When danger strikes. Why did we drove all the lesser pins in the ground, but the abyss influence is getting stronger? It's impossible. The Woven Scrolls states clearly that things are experiences do not prepare. Things are experiences. Things are experiences do not prepare us for, do sometimes happen. It's more accurate to say that accidents happen so often that even Paimon stopped being surprised. Could it be that some change has overtaken the abyss, certainly within the ley lines, causing its resistance to grow stronger? Either way, it feels like something's terrible happening down there. Why don't we try getting a closer look? Rawr! Please do, Azorwing. Yeet. All those monsters. Anywho,
Sharing my knowledge. Have fun with this gift. Don't be scared. The night is cold. We'll see about that. Hey. Shazam! Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, show me your courage.
this is weird spear work. The fabled Night Soul Warriors who got tangled up with the
Dare to mess with
abyss.
me? Shazam! Everyone hold hands. We'll see about that. I see everything. What's this? Everyone hold hands. Dare to mess with me?
Let's do this then.
The Temple of Wisdom. Let's sweeten the deal. Shazam! Stars, shine for me. Gears of the storm. Hey. We'll see about that. My guiding stars. Everyone hold hands. I see everything. Dare to mess with me? You're Warren.
It's about to come crashing down. Oh. Paimon, heal. Are y'all in a hurt? Thankfully. Paimon's okay, kinda. You don't look injured here, do the bug paws here. I'd get injured with that. Glad to see that you're okay. Back in action already? You're awesome. Well, that was a lucky break amidst our misfortune. This cloud of smoke is huge, every bit as large as the plumes of volcanic ash hurled out by the volcano lords in the stories. Still, Paimon didn't think the big shadow pin would come crashing down and bore such a big hole in the ground. As to that, to be honest, I don't know what comes next. But we can always inspect the hole first, for all we know. Maybe it isn't too big a deal, right? It would be the right moment for some sort of ironic twist. After all, like a bandit finds treasure he spent half his life searching for is actually worthless. Perhaps this place we've guarded for centuries has been empty all along? Maybe we'll find that the story of the Shadow of Hens is but a 5 centuries old prank by some bored ancestors of ours came up with. Sorry, I know I'm rambling, but I can't help but be nervous. Either way, I have no clue what we'll find down there. But still, I will go. Hey, don't worry about it. We'll come with you. Doesn't look too serious. It's just a really big hole, right? Just the normal kind of big, really. I'll only give this hole 3 stars. When did you become some kind of cavity connoisseur, huh? You've seen lots of these, but... Hey, don't you copy her when she's being a bad role model. You don't want to pick up bad habits. That's where the greater Shadowpin fell. It seems like it's gone down much deeper than I imagined. It's almost like it's a huge open space down there to begin with. Right, the huge space can't have appeared because Shadowpin fell through it. Must have been here long before, but with the Shadowpin suspended above it, to prevent anything that might crawl up from surfacing, perhaps. Anyway, things look alright over here for now. We'll put this back to the tribe later. A vague, ominous growling aside. Calamity. Pain. Save. What was that? Heard a voice. What's wrong? You don't look so good. Especially you, Ty. Oh, dear. It's as I feared. Your iridescent inscription on the pin must have sensed something out there, causing it to fall. That legend is real. The spirits of the Huitztlan soldiers are about to emerge. Taitu, are you okay? Not really, I'm afraid. That voice, so cold, so coarse. Just listening to a few syllables was like running my brain across sandpaper. If it's that bad, why don't you stay here and keep watch? Just to make sure no one falls in at all. As for us, we'll go down and see what's happening. No, you can't. It's dangerous down there. There's no reason you should be put in more peril. I'll not be the one to do it. We've exchanged names, but not blows. That makes us friends. So calm in the face of danger. Are you used to it, or is it just the natural result of possessing overwhelming strength? Sorry, a bit distracted. I saw something. They do not have the power to resist the abyss. I'm the one who tells tales. I might be of some help with regarding that balloon Natlan's surface. Besides, to witness things to their companion is a storyteller's duty. Let's take 5 first. Once we're ready, we'll head into this cavernous cavity, shall we? Honestly, poor dude. He did not sign up for this. To be fair, I don't think anyone did. A world quest. It is what it is. Agony. This is becoming clear. It's as though it's whisper ahead. And the pin. Just a thought that your description that was supposed to be on the shadow pin seems to have fallen. Don't you try touching it? A grave? Maybe? Why is there a stone tablet here? Might have been left by the tribesfolk of the past. That happens quite often around here. Long ago, this was a boundary marker, telling you that you've crossed the line. Sometimes find stones with patterns carved in white on them throughout the lands that serve the same purpose. They've just all been abandoned. Rawr! So that's what happened. Boundaries And borders are no laughing matter here, between the living and the dead, within and without, above and below. Only those who have crossed the lines can grasp the dangers they face. It said there was once a stone tablet in an ancient rune that read thus: If any tread past this stone with ill intent, mine hand shall drake claw become, and grasp their neck shall I. Wait, what if this is a stone tablet that has some sort of warning or curse on it then? I can tell at a glance. Pterosaur left this here to think that. I've heard that name. The elder who fought against the abyss. Arr. You're quite the avid listener. Storytellers love people like you know? After all, the capacity to remember such tales is a basic quality that all storytellers must have. Let me see. I'm the elder of the children of echoes, Teori, and I leave this inscription here. I am the storyteller of the children of echoes, Teori, and I leave this inscription here. I am the shield and spear of the children of echoes, Teori, and I leave this inscription here, to impart those who will come after, and to seek instruction from the ancestors in the Wyab, and to smooth out my present wrinkles. Here I shall leave 3 blessings. The first is for friends from afar. Let us have one more drink, Zephanian Nizar, you who guided the black flood here to the place of the seal. You do not wish me to name your deeds heroism, for you see it as only doing your duty. You would prefer to be known as cowards, rogues who are a thorn in our side, that you should ever increase our vigilance like an aphid bites a Sunorian. As the storyteller, thus I do promise you, and yet I must speak the truth here. Forever and always shall you be heroes who fought alongside our tribe, the brother kin of the children of echoes. Okay, so he's like, yes, the Conrians came again, fought against us, but apparently they fought with them. The second is for the valiant ones who were sacrificed. Let us have one more drink, my warriors, for we were all illuminated by the incandescent god and guided by our chief, Sunjat, and shall not harness their great names. Okay, the spirit of Vaksanut Unar Khan, the madman who stole fire from the throat of the great dragon. To him we willingly offer up our deaths and lives, that he may block the arcane magics of the abyss with radiant glyphs. As an elder, I bless the warriors. May we one day be free. May every death have meaning, for all life has a place to return. The third is for those who come after and read this inscription. Let us have one more drink. To those who come after, for our hope, for our future. If you are reading this, know that the situation is dire, but that it is no time for fear. As the shield and spear of the tribe, I bless you. Know that the fortress forged from the sacrifices of flesh and blood cannot stand forever, and only the true immortality is the indomitable spirit. May you win final victory. Stefan Izar, who guided the black flood here to the place of the seal. So they did lead the abyss, but they led it into a trap. That part seems to have been forgotten. You prefer to know car rogues were thrown aside. So the Conrians fought alongside the tribe then. Well, the names of those two have always featured in stories of the embodiment of evil. They even appeared in my nightmares. If you don't stop crying, the ghosts of the Conrian stories will follow the sound and track down your shadow. So they did, but it was all a lie? Such injustice, that those who gave their all for a tribe should bear such slander. Yeah. Yeah, that's so sad. They did not care for their good name. They only wish to see their will fulfilled. So that's how it is. Paimon gets it. Most heroes don't do great deeds to become heroes. They become heroes because they do those deeds. That's why they don't care about what others think of them. Perhaps you're right, but... Ah, there it is. Here it is, an inscription goes. Ah, so this must be where they finally sealed the abyss. Look, it's so many golden patterns in the middle there. I see traces of abyss leakage here. It's like the thing attracting to your distant inscription. We need to go over and have a look. Yeah. Oh. Ow. Leave. Seal this place as promised. It seems to come from the very depths of the unmoving statue. The ejection of those words from the two resolute hands that aim to push you from this place. Leave. Oh. I don't want him to see me like this. It seems to come from the very depths of the unmoving statue. There's a hint of respect towards someone remaining within. So they wanted to seal this place. I wonder if the old dude, the elder, was able to escape or if he died just beyond. I told you it's dangerous. Get out of here. Calamity, the seal, torn apart. That voice is more complete now, but somehow it's not as frightening as before. My head still hurts a little, though. How are you feeling? No, that's what they call surround sound. Well, it's not Paimon, was it? Anyway, how are you feeling, Helio? Oh? Yeah, looks like you're fine, too. Now that we're here, it's clear that the voices are coming from the stone pillar must have been of the Kanayan soldiers who have been sealed here, too. That means they're sealed for many years alongside the abyss, but what's gone wrong here? I think the problem here is similar to the one we encountered with the lesser shadow pins above. The surging abyss has caused the iridescent inscription's power to shadow and be squeezed out of the giant ceiling pillar. That means we need to find the large inscription fragments and find a way to put this eggshell back together again, right? Indeed, that way the seal can be fully restored and the abyss will stay sealed in this place. Then everything really will go back to normal. But as with the lesser shadow pins, the solid's Phylogene surface will have an intense adverse reaction to the abyss, which is why the ground undulates, so we must be careful. Where are we gonna find the fragments, though? Can you see the inscription's power hidden inside the thing, Helio? You sure do have a pretty sharp nose. Wait, you were using your nose, right? What's that stone even there before? Did it appear as you approached the large inscription? Well, whatever. Let's take a look around the rock first, shall we?
Hey!
Only first 10 slopes. Not that much of a threat. And if they were the bigger ones.
Not now. Hey! You're more than mine!
Hello, Onyx. I've got a real instinct for this. It must mean the inscriptions. Oh, there's another rock over there. The inscription's power must be hidden in that too. Oh, I can't. God damn it. Second rock names the inscription's power. Right at the top. Now, how do we get up there? Oh, that was the opposite. Orb. That's exactly what I needed. Go figure. One can float it off the middle, that ought to do it, right?
Everyone hold hands! Don't be scared. The night is cold. Shazam! Hey!
Oh, there's 4.
Everyone hold hands! Not now!
The one who comes after the inscription.
Let's sweeten the deal! Truth repeats its course. Stars, shine for me. The night is cold. You're Lauren? I see everything. Yeah, yeah. We'll see about that. Cold, learn to command. Hey! Too late for regrets. Stars, shine for me. Sharing my knowledge. I see everything. What's this? Here's the goods. Dare to mess with me? Gears of the storm. Too late for regrets. Hey! We'll see about that. Cold, learn to command. Too late for regrets. I see everything. Dare to mess with me? Not now. Everyone hold hands. What's this?
Another trucker.
We'll see about that.
Whoa. Yeah, oh, we are completely surrounded. It's fine. I've seen the wood being swallowed up by the earth. Oh. I do love how the very world around us is. Yeah, there's that fragment there. There's an inscription down there. Oh my! Oh, nowhere else to go. Gotta be the last one, right? Oh, you can only hope. Just touch it once more and let the power of the phylism flow fully through the inscription. That way, the eggshell should seal up completely, preventing the abyss from escaping. Yeah, that should solve our problem. Let me try. Quick, seal us inside too, just as we agreed. Then leave. Get out of here. Why aren't you leaving the calamity? And there are more voices. More than those two soldiers, for sure. Besides the glowing inscriptions, from a place further still that the anguished howls, and hear wrathful roars and the pained whimpering of Sumerians. You hear the sound of flesh and blood and merging, the sick giant sickly approaching footfalls of some giant thing beyond description. But you also hear something like thousands of hands, thousands constantly resisting, pushing outward. You hear the endless battle in the narrow darkness. It is torment unto eternity. They cannot find peace. They fight on still. Those hordes are still locked in battle to this day, preventing the abyss from flooding out into the iridescent inscription. Stories I tell have purpose. You must always remember those brave warriors and their sacrifice. Yet such suffering. Though the heroes were wounded, they shook it off and stood up. Nothing hurt with all. That is what the stories say. But real runes cannot be so easily shaken, nor true torment so easily conquered. They had suffered so long in that tiny, lightless world. Isn't there anything we can do for them? I want to as well, but the abyss. Perhaps the only thing we can do is inherit their will and reseal the inscription. Nor has it been the first time this shadow pin has fallen, in our tribe's tales, anyway. Someone must have been here before, and someone must have read Terra's tablet. Those who come before to restore the inscription must have seen what we saw. And yet, our stories did not change, for the warnings they gave were real, as were the dangers. All we can do is restore the inscription and leave. Remember always and never forget all that we have witnessed. Still, they're supposed to be heroes, but they've been left here to suffer for everyone. Forever. You're right, Paimon. There is no end for heroes. I know that. I wish I could give them peace too, but I don't have that power. I'm just a storyteller. Are we? Don't worry. We're strong together. Let's rewrite this story's ending. Really? You'd do that? Of course she would. Cross Paimon's heart. Oh. The abyss is dangerous beyond compare. I'm not questioning your strength, but don't push yourself too hard. Don't worry. We got experience with stuff like this, and we have the inscription in the pinch, too. True. You're even more impressive than I could have imagined. To be willing to give out your all to resolve others' pain. Truly, you're great heroes. Now I'm a storyteller, so I record the tale of heroes. Well then, Zorwing, O hero from another land, please show me how you will violently triumph over the abyss. Abyss, that we shall do. So, shall we unseal the iridescent inscription now, or do you want to make some preparations first? Let's prep real quick. Sure, do all you need, and be careful. Actually, want to try beating it with. I want to at least try with this team. I mean, besides, we have things. Let's see. Running and sprinting, that would be nice. Depth disengagement, attack and crit rate. And then shield strength. Outright defense. And healing effects. Let's begin. Grant the warrior's peace. Are we gonna have to fight them? Didn't we agree that we'd make our exit as soon as the seal was ready? Victoria, lead the way. Warrior.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
No escape!
Don't get frostbite. Freeze.
Come a little closer.
Warrior, cleave the dark tide. Ooh, it is tall.
Wipe out!
Get up. He. Blitz.
Cool it. Freeze. Oh, so sorry. Dodge this.
Go, go, Baron Bunny!
You've been a naughty boy.
Don't get frostbite.
Let's spark things up a little.
Go! No one escapes my sights!
Cool it. Dodge this. Cool it. This moment will be frozen in time.
Bombs away!
My duty's done, though since we have Torment, they seem to have passed in an instant. Ah, thank you. In depth, they find clarity.
You've been a naughty.
For now,
Freeze.
they're blind to where they are.
Dodge this. Cool it. Freeze.
Come a little closer. Blitz. My.
Cool it.
Hey, get.
Oh, bah.
That's cheating!
Dodge this. Freeze.
He. Ha. Hit. He.
Oh, give me a hot second. Hello? Alright, I'm back. You see, your orders have been carried out. You won't be disappointed. What? Is this what that all is all about? That's weird. Just got a light earlier and then we suddenly found ourselves here? Huh? Bats. Beast with fur like that of night. Come over here. Cats are precious in all shapes and forms. You brought so many slumbers, they who should have rested in peace. Perhaps they prayed to spirits they should not have beseeched. But that was a moonless night, where naught could be seen. The night has long forgiven them, yet hate and filth shall never rest, and they too shall never truly sleep again. Thank you, O who are beloved. You have soothed their fury which raised in the darkness. It was you who brought them into the night's reflection. The outland souls, too, may now return to where they were headed. Go now, but beware the frightful instigators, and the ends plotted by those bearing ill intent. Fascinating. You're back. Helio and I were worried, honestly. What'd I say, little fella? They're fine, see? Not that we could explain where we just went it now. We saw a glowing cat. I see. In any case, thank you, Zerwing. I never expected that the abyss here could truly be purified. The iridescent inscription, too, is gone, almost as if it no longer needed to stay. The tormented voices have also fallen silent. And that golden light outflowed like water, spreading across the ground. I even felt as if there were people within that light, waving at us. Did you see them too, little one? And there was a light that surrounded you, and then you were gone. Huh, we didn't see anything, though. Thank you much. Thank you so much, once again, Azorwing, Paimon. You too, Helio. You truly are remarkable heroes. Thank you, on behalf of all those warriors who can finally know peace. Deori's final wishes have been fulfilled. And as for those two Conrian soldiers, no, Conria heroes. Now that the abyss is no longer present, they no longer need to serve as a warning to us. I must pen a story about them, about how they saved the children of the echoes. In truth, I did have a flash of revelation as to what their thoughts must have been. The abyss represents such terrible peril that, were it up to me, I too might have made up some horror story to keep others from the tribe clear of this place. Seems almost funny how I was previously worried about having nothing to write. Now there's almost too much here in our tale about a golden-haired outlander, a flying white fairy, a little Tepilosaurus, and how they saved our tribe. That sounds like a pretty awesome synopsis already. Indeed, stories pass on and stories change. Perhaps one day, a long, long time hence, even you might become as big as a mountain, Paimon. Hard, behold the mighty mountain pie. Look at how she swallows a sweet maiden the size of a summer beast in one bite. I don't doubt there'd be too many of those, Pie. And as the stories pass down, I imagine those two soldiers, too, will eventually become heroes. They might not have cured themselves, but I know that this is what I must do. Once again, Azorwing Paimon, you have my utmost thanks. You too, of course, sharp little hero. Ah. As a storyteller, I swear to write for you the most exciting tale of adventure. Speaking of that, I should probably head back to the sentry post to take up my shift. I'd almost forgotten about that amidst all the excitement. I sure hope Yukon doesn't dare me a new one for being gone for so long. Yeah, I should totally go back there pronto. And for our troubles, we get such a
A reward on
luxurious...
the road.
It's just... Bit by bit, we banish the abyss. Solid Phylogene. Considering how it was moving around, I would not call it solid. The things you shall see. Alright, what has been achieved? It's raining shadow pins. The troubles always come in threes. Share food with you. And And yeah, I think just enough time.
I didn't know.
Back and forth and forth and back. The original quest is now in the way of this.
What's the hurry?
The original quest that we came here for is now in the way of the one I said let's finish. Oh. I love just random chests just
How fortunate.
being hidden out in the open like that. When you're shop, if you like us to go to Gemstone, you're in the right place. Yeah, we do have a gemstone here, and we like to have it custom processed for a little Saurus companion. Ta-da! Here it is. This gem is truly of exceptional quality. Look at the size and how clear it is. Like a custom belt, the processing will be quite difficult. That sounds amazing. So next extra fees? No, of course not. Just what kind of person do you think I am? Our shop specializes in the art of cutting and polishing gemstones. If we run into a good one, I'd rather polish it for free and let please speak for its quality. It carries our name out into the world. We never set high prices willy-nilly, but just as good artisans seeks the best materials to work with, so do the best gemstones require suitable artisan to work them. Just such a gem master, and he would be perfect for doing this one justice. Amazing! Quick, call the gem master out. How about you need me an appointment in advance if you'd like to see him? If you don't, the chances are he'll be out seeking inspiration. Master Kia is pretty unusual even among master craftsmen. He doesn't believe the artisan should just polish a gemstone according to the blueprints, but they should understand how to observe the beauty and natural world has to offer. I'm out of water. Tragedy. For example, learning polishing techniques from tiny ripples on the lake surface, or footwork patterns from the shifting and billowing clouds. Anywho, sorry, distracted again. Nothing important. Doing valid clouds. He calls it gathering inspiration. Sounds kind of complicated. Still, if you're in a hurry and can go out and find him whenever you happen to be gathering inspiration, definitely work USA is going for you.
You're early. Looking forward to your gift?
I'm just happy to visit.
That's right. Nechka's been so sick, and Tlasoli had to give up what she loves. Things might get better, but they could probably still use some cheering up.
I've already asked someone to swing by and let Tlasoli know we're coming. She's probably made all the necessary preparations. Let's go then. Do you mind watching the story, Mish? I'll be right back.
Oh, yes, small child who is incredibly worried for her. You know, I didn't have to start this quest. I just did it anyway. But it would have bothered me if I hadn't. Nice. Oh. Outside. Huh? Where exactly are we going? Interesting. I hadn't really noticed this area over here. I mean, I guess I did passively, but like, not consciously. And yet, no precious critters.
Here we are. Nice house, right? Give me a sec, I'll go knock. Tlasoli, open up! They're here! Tlasoli? Are you home? Open the door! That's strange. Huh, the door's locked. But she shouldn't be out at this time of day. Hey, Nechka! Nechka! It's me, Chevin! Open up, please!
I was gonna say that.
Still, I told Tlasoli we were coming. Maybe she had to take Nechka out to get some medicine.
Hey, what's that over there? Looks like a Tepetlosaur nest.
That's right. Tlasoli has a Tepetlosaur companion. If I remember right, its name is Iengu? When she was still in the forging business, she'd often have Iengu help with some digging work. But since Nechka fell ill, she hasn't let it dig much recently. Wait a minute. What the... This place is a mess! Iengu's nowhere to be seen either.
Whoa, look at all these broken boxes. Something terrible must have happened.
Let's take a closer look. Stay here, Sherwin.
The tracks end at this cliff. Could the Tepetlosaur have climbed up the mountain? Let's head up there and see.
Trip is closed, no entrance. This is blocked by metal rocks. Looks like there's no way to gain entry.
There really is a Tepetlosaur up here. Might not be Tlasoli's companion, though.
It doesn't seem to be in danger.
Paimon still doesn't see any sign of Tlasoli.
Hey, Traveler! Paimon!
Hmm?
That's Chevin's voice!
Looks like there's someone next to
Come
her.
down, quick! Tlasoli's here!
She is. I mean, are those her natural ears?
Huh?
They're so
We
cute.
just got up here and Tlasoli's back already? What a coincidence.
Anyway, let's get down there.
Why is the Tapetlosaur coming along? Whoa, hey, don't run, you'll hit us!
Bonk. You descend the mountain with the Teplosaur.
Yangu, come here. Are you being naughty again? Oh, that's a good Saurian. Oh, you must be hungry. Sorry. I'll whip up something for you later. All right, run along and play now. I'll come along in a sec. Sorry, you two. I was waiting for you at home when Nechka... Well, she snuck out and ran off by herself. She said she just wanted to pick some flowers for our guests, but she ended up getting lost along the way. Luckily, I managed to find her before long.
Is she alright?
Yeah, Chevin told us she was just starting to get better.
She's still very weak. The shock and the cold winds certainly didn't help, so she ended up with a slight fever. I gave her some medicine and now she's in bed. But it's nothing a good night's rest can't fix. That said, she won't be able to meet you today. I'm sorry you came all this way for nothing.
Don't worry about it. We know she's still recovering. Chevin told us how serious her illness was. Her health definitely comes first. We were just dropping by to check on her.
Sounds like she's doing well enough to run off on her own, too.
Yes, and to run away from eating her vegetables. She's a fast one, that's for sure. She jumps over chairs, hides under the table, then runs all around the house. I can hardly catch her. Seeing how she is now, that's already enough. I really couldn't ask for more.
Hey, cheer up! This is supposed to be a happy occasion. We do appreciate that she tried to welcome us with flowers. Anyway, Tlasoli, about the thing I was telling you before.
Ah, yes. Let's hear.
Yeah, what did you get us?
Well, it's a blaze gem inscription. I made it from the purest ore, so it's almost completely resistant to erosion.
Wow.
The techniques used to make it are all rooted in ancient name forging.
So it's like a simplified version of an ancient name?
Don't say that or the Wyatt might smite me. The process just uses a few of the same techniques and materials. When I first made one, I didn't think it could serve any practical purpose, apart from the erosion resistance and the general aesthetic. But then Chevin suggested using the crystals to make a special kind of ornament.
Blaze gem inscriptions made by an ancient name artisan, engraved with words that never fade. Quite the sales pitch, don't you think?
Wow, that description really does make it seem special.
Got an eye for business. No wonder you're in your own store.
Tlasoli's blaze gem inscriptions really are special, though. Word of mouth isn't always reliable. As information gets passed along, it becomes incomplete, forgotten, and sometimes even distorted. But the words inscribed on these crystals will stand the test of time. The inscription will never deteriorate, and the meaning will never get twisted. It's the perfect gift for a dear friend or significant other. You could even pass it down to younger generations.
You're very persuasive.
Yeah, let's get one. We can engrave our names onto it. Then once we find your brother, he can add his name as well. That way, our names will be together forever.
Looks like Paimon's sounds a little too precious.
You deserve it. You saved me. And Nechka's birthday present. It's the least I can do to repay you.
Chevin, I thought I told you.
Don't you start acting shy too, Tlasoli. It's a great gift. I know how much work goes into one of your blaze gem inscriptions.
Well then, thank you both. I'll have it ready as soon as possible. Then, I'll have you do the inscription yourself.
Oh?
Nechka should be well by then. She'll be very excited to meet you.
Good things are better with company.
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We don't even know how expensive that would be. You sure we have enough travel funds? Hold on, this isn't part of some scheme to make us spend all of our mora, right? Chevin?
You never know. You do look like you have some savings to spare.
No, don't listen to that, Traveler. You'll end up losing all your Mora.
In any case, it's up to you.
Why are you so squeaky?
Oh no, it's the Tapatlosaur again! Quick, someone stop it! Paimon doesn't want to get run over again!
Whoa, there.
Also, if you don't mind, Tlasoli, I'd like you to help me repair my Blaze Gem inscription. I dropped it when I was attacked earlier. The rope and clasp both snapped, so I haven't been wearing it. I tried fixing it myself, but I just couldn't get it to stay. Could you help?
You have such a fat belly.
Just leave it to me. I'll make it as good as new. Thank you, Chevin, for going all that way and...
It was nothing. We all just want Nachika to get better.
You're right. Miangu, behave yourself. I'll feed you in just a second. I'll have Chevin contact you once everything's ready, Traveler. Maybe we'll even line it up with Nachika's birthday. We can even have a little party.
Oh, that sounds great! We'll look forward to all the good food, and we'll make sure we're ready to eat. Anyway, see you around, Tlasoli!
See you. Hope Nechka gets better soon.
Look after yourselves. Nachika is going to be so happy to meet you.
It's such a simple quest. I knew I saw or heard a shiny. No, I don't think I've properly scared these things. And I guess I won't for a while. I guess her house shakes. She blames her critter. Up to more mischief. Anyhow. I mean, if it was just something for us. I just love seeing the critters running around. Let's see, what was I gonna say? Child, there aren't any treats there. You have such a big belly. If you eat any more treats. One gem master looking for inspiration. You know, I say that I want to continue now, but actually, I want to continue it next time. Also, I'm endlessly salty. This isn't going to be done for another 8 hours. And then this one, it's just like, don't even get me started. I don't know when it'll be finished. Like, come on. At least 1 out of 3 was a fantastic tale. Until next time.